I've always loved pageants. I remember watching Miss Universe with my mom when I was small, and I just was in awe, like, how are these women so poised and intelligent? And so when I got the opportunity when I was 25 years old to compete, I took it because I thought it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I didn't win, but it really taught me a life lesson on just trying to be the best person I can be. And it spurred for me to get my Master's of Education in the field of body image, because I realized that I really had a lot to say about body image, eating disorders, just so that I can help younger girls not get too focused on how they look and just trying to be the best person they can be. So the first pageant I was in was Miss Southern Ontario, and myself and 10 other girls made it to the Miss Universe Canada pageant. From there, I took a break a little bit. I became a teacher and I focused on my career, my family. And then when I was in my late 30s, I decided to compete for Miss Canada Globe. I like the message of Miss Canada Globe because it was about fundraising, giving back to the community. And I won on my second try, so I was Miss Canada Globe 2018. I became the Canadian ambassador for the WIN Foundation, Women in Need. And again, it was closely tied to fundraising to help women and children in any sort of unfortunate situation. When my reign ended, I was invited to do Mrs. Galaxy Canada, and I love the message of Mrs. Galaxy Canada as well, because they don't discriminate on body size or height or age. There are 6 categories, starting with Junior Miss up to Mrs. Galaxy Canada. And again, I won, and I'm so happy to represent Canada again in Florida in August. Since winning my titles, I'm more involved in the Polish community. I'm a member of the Canada-Poland Chamber of Commerce, and I volunteer at their events and galas. I also was the Love Ambassador for the Colors of Love International Concert, where I raise funds for Hats On for Awareness for Fotografia Boutique, Magi Habieda. I'm also taking part in the Fashion Circuit series, Walking the Runway for Leslie Jurek Silvestri and Natalia Kusendova for their Mental Health Forum. When I won my titles, I also became heavily involved with Dr. Eva Anchak and her Ideal Me program. I am her educational coordinator and one of her directors for Ideal Me Enrichment Foundation. And basically our message is very simple. We want to help youth, their parents, and professionals help with mental health, be a positive advocate for mental health, and give workshops so that everyone feels their best self. My family was always there for me, supporting me, cheering me on, helping me, because it's a big process to get them prepared. They say it takes a village to raise a child, but it really takes a village to get a pageant girl ready for her competition. There's a lot that goes into it, so I was fortunate in that regard. And my friends, I thank them for always supporting me and being there for me. And also my sponsors. I was lucky enough to have so many sponsors, from beauty to fashion, everything in between, so that I am able to present myself the best way I can. Being Miss Canada, my responsibilities range from making appearances, going to events. You know, I've opened stores, I've volunteered for various charities, fundraisers, walkathons, and now that has prompted me to get acknowledged by being nominated for the Toronto Waterfront Awards. I was celebrating outstanding women. I was also nominated for a teaching award and a Carl Mitchell Award for community engagement from the University of Toronto. So when I first started competing, it was very stressful because it was a new competition, new way of looking at myself, new way of showcasing myself. But that difficulty prompted me to be stronger as an individual, be confident in who I am, because you're really showing who you are. And that's what I want to give my message now through all my volunteering, all my motivational talks, that just be who you want to be, because that's what I learned through this. Be who you want to be the best person you can be, and just motivate others to be the same. Dziękuję wszystkim widzom. And if you would like more information on me or my story, please follow my social media. Do widzenia.